In this video, I'm going to explain you chapter 6 verbs, page number 31. So today we are going to learn about what are verbs, then uses of is, am and are, uses of has, have and had, and uses of was and were. So when we talk about verbs denote some kind of action. That means it tells us about some kind of action being performed or being done. That is, doing words are known as verbs. So the words that refers to something being done are known as verbs. So now let us see the examples of verbs. Number 1, he is reading a book. Number 2, the boy is playing. Number 3, he runs very fast. So in each of these 3 sentences, the people are doing some kind of action or they're doing something. So the words which are denoting actions done by these people, that is reading, playing, and the third example, runs. So in the first example, the person, that is he, is reading a book. So he is doing some kind of action, that is he is reading a book. In the second example, the boy is playing. So he is playing. So playing is a kind of action that is being done by the boy. In the third example, he runs very fast. So what he does? He runs. That means he is running. That too very fast. So the words which are denoting the actions done by these people are underlined. Okay. So these underlined words, that is reading, playing, runs, are called verbs. Okay. So these 3 words which are underlined, they are known as verbs. So therefore we can see that verbs describe an action of some kind. It tells us what someone or something does. So verbs, they tell us what someone or something is doing. So it tells us about the action of some kind. Again, there are some examples are given, like a boy plays, a student reads, a singer sings. So these are some examples again given. So here in the first example, the boy plays. So plays is a verb. A student reads, where reads is a verb. A singer sings. So what the singer is doing? He is singing. So sings. This word, that is plays, reads, sings, are all verbs. So, and in each case, an action is taking place. So all these words, they are denoting some kind of action. So what are verbs? So verbs are those words that denote some kind of action. Now, let us see about the uses of is, am and are. So, is, am and are, these are verbs. Okay. So, let us see about the use of is. We use is with singular nouns like my father, my mother, my teacher, or with the pronouns like he, she and it. So, is used with singular nouns. That means whenever we use the verb is, it is mainly used with singular nouns. That means singular noun means with a single person or a thing. Such as my father, my mother, my teacher, or with pronouns. So it is also used with pronouns like he, she and it. Like my father is, my mother is, my teacher is, or he is, she is and it is. So the thing that you have to remember is that the verb is always used with singular noun or pronouns like he, she, it. Okay. Now let us see the use of am. Am. We use am with the pronoun I. So the word am, that a verb am is used with the pronoun I. Example, I am a boy. I am going to school. So, am is used after the pronoun I. It is not used with any other pronoun or noun, but it is used mainly with the word that is with the pronoun that is I. So, am is used after the pronoun I. Okay? In example, it is given like I am a boy, I am going to school, I am reading, I am writing. So, always I is followed by the verb am. Next, let us discuss about or see the uses of ARER. We use are with the plural nouns like flowers are beautiful, my parents are teachers. So, the word ARER is always used with plural nouns. Okay? So, like flowers are, that means not one flower is not mentioned, there are many flowers. So, when the quantity of a thing or of a person is more than one, the word that is used is ARER. That means ARER is followed after the plural noun. Okay. So, first of all, we have seen that the word is used with singular nouns or pronouns. Singular nouns like my father, my mother, that means only one person or one thing is being mentioned, then is used. Then also it is used with pronouns like he, she and it. Then we have also discussed, we have learned about the uses of am. That means am is always used with the pronoun I. Like I am a boy, I am reading, I am going to school, I am eating. Then we have learned about the uses of are. So are is always used with plural nouns. Okay, that means more than one thing or one person. Now let us see the table that is given which shows the common use of is, am and are. So in first person singular it becomes I am. Okay, so we have seen that the uses of am. So in singular, when only one person is mentioned, so it becomes I am. But in plural, it becomes we are. So first person I, singular it is I am, and in plural it is we are. In second person singular, it becomes you are. And in plural also it remains you are. Okay. Again in third person singular, he is becomes, in plural it becomes they are, then she is, it becomes they are, and singular it becomes it is, and in plural it remains becomes they are. So here only one, in this singular only one person is being referred to, and in plural more than one persons or one thing is being referred. Now let us discuss about contraction. So when we say contraction, it means the words like is, am or are that can be used with pronouns in a short form. So when these words that is, am and are used with pronouns in a short form, they are known as contractions. That means they are used in a short form manner, and therefore these words are known as contractions. So the table that is given here. So let us see the I, you, he, she, we, they, it. So all these are pronouns. And after pronouns, the words that are used are am, are, is. Okay. So when these words are used in a short forms, they become contractions or they are known as contractions. So in full form, I am becomes I apostrophe M. This is an apostrophe M. That means in short form it becomes I apostrophe M. Similarly, you are becomes you apostrophe RE. That means A is not included here. Similarly, he is becomes he apostrophe s. So this way some words are omitted in the short form, and this thing, that is this part, is known as, the short forms are known as contractions. Again, contractions can be used in a negative form by adding the word not. So contractions also can be used as in a negative form when the word not is being added. I am not. Here in the short form it becomes I apostrophe am not. Then we are not. Again we apostrophe re not. But here you see he is not becomes he isn't. That means ISN apostrophe T. O here is omitted. Again she is not becomes she isn't. Here O is again being omitted. That means it is removed. They are not becomes they aren't. So again in NOT not, this word these two words they are clubbed together. That means these two words are joined together to make one word. Okay, so it becomes they aren't. That means O is being omitted. Again it is not becomes it isn't. So here again O is omitted. The two words are joined together, and these all are contractions. So all of you go through the tables, both the tables, and learn the contractions that are given in these tables. Okay, you have to learn them because these are very important. Now let us discuss about the words that is has, have, and had. So what are the uses of has, have, and had are being mentioned in these lines. Has is used with the pronouns he, she, and it. So you have to remember that has is always used with the pronouns like he, she, and it, because he, she, and it are singular. Okay, it refers to one particular person or thing. So has is always used with singular pronouns. Again, has is also used with singular nouns like my brother has a bike. So has is always used with singular pronouns like he, she, and it. Has is always also used with singular nouns like my brother, my sister, my mother. That means the nouns that are singular in form. That means only one person or one thing is being referred. Okay. Now let us discuss about the word have. So have is used with the pronouns like I, we, you, and they. It is also used with plural nouns. So whenever we use the words or pronouns like I, we, you, and they, these words are always followed by the word have. Although I is singular, but I will always be followed by the word have. Like I have bought a new book. So the correct word that is used after I will be have, not has. Okay, although it is singular in nature, that is I singular in nature, but it will always be used before the word have. Then again we, you, they. So this pronouns we, you, and they are also used with the word have. Okay. Again, have is also used with plural nouns. Like animals have an instinct to survive. So animals are plural noun. So have is used after the plural noun animal. So has and have are simple present tense, while had is the simple past tense of has and have. So has and have are in simple present tense. That means simple present tense refers to the action that is going on at the present time. That means it refers to the action that is being performed in the present. But the word had, it is in the simple past tense. That means the action that has already been done in the past. That means it has already been performed or already had been done in the past. So while had is the simple past tense of has and have. So whenever you use the past tense of have and has, it will be had. It is a simple past tense of has and have. For example, she had jaundice last month. That means she was suffering from jaundice the last month. Okay. And the word had can be used with both plural and singular form. That means it can be used with both singular form like he, she, and as well as we, I, you, and they. So had can be used with all these pronouns as well as nouns, singular or plural nouns. So now let us discuss about the uses of was and were. Was is the simple past tense of is and am used with the pronouns he, she, and it. It is used with singular nouns. So when we say simple past tense, it refers to the action that is already done or already had taken place. So was is the simple past tense of is and am. That means it is the past tense of is and am, and we have seen that and we have learned that is and am are singular in nature and they are used, that means was is used with the pronouns like he, she, and it. For example, he was sleeping, she was singing, it was a beautiful day. So the word was is basically used with singular nouns or singular and singular pronouns like he, she, it. And in singular nouns, it will be, for example, Rima was singing a song. Arjun was eating an apple. So both Rima and Arjun were doing some kind of actions in the past. Okay. So both Rima and Arjun are nouns. Each of them are two different persons as well as they are singular in nature. They are two different individuals and in each sentences they are doing a particular kind of action. Okay, so was is used after the singular nouns like Rima and Arjun. Next, let us talk about the word where. So where is the simple past tense of are used with plural nouns and the pronouns we, you, and they. So the word where is the simple past tense of are. That means the action that has already been taken place in the past. So are is also plural in nature as we have learned. So when we use the past tense of are, it becomes where. W-E-R-E, where. So where is used with plural nouns like, for example, Rohit and Arjun were classmates. That means both the people, that is Rohit and Arjun, they are two people as a whole. That means they are used in one sentence. So they are plural nouns because more than one person are being referred in this sentence. That means Rohit and Arjun were classmates. So the word were is used in order to refer to the fact that both these people, that is Rohit and Arjun, were classmates at one point of time. That means earlier they were classmates. So where is used after the plural nouns, that is Rohit and Arjun. And where is also used with the pronouns like we, you, and they. The you is used in both singular and plural form. But whenever we use the word you, whether it is in present form or whether it is in past form, it will always be accompanied by are or were. Okay, so you were very charming. So that means once upon a time you were very charming. We were reading a book. So that means the people, they were reading a book, which denotes a past action that has been, or which denotes an action that was taking place in the past. They were singing. That means the group of people were singing in the past. Okay, so where is always accompanied by plural nouns or pronouns like we, you, and they. So these are very important. You have to keep in mind. You have to learn and understand. Okay.